Hi guys and welcome to the circus. So yesterday, Pale Moon got its third wave of supports in Vanguard Zero JP, which is set 13. Today I want to share my initial thoughts towards the cards and the deck itself, and also to give you guys some important notes that you want to consider if you want to play the deck once it comes out on global next year. Some of these thoughts can change over time, so feel free to correct me on the ones you disagree on. First, I want to talk about the important units of the set. Let's start with our main unit, which is Silver Thorn, Dragon Queen, Lukia Reverse. So, Lukia Reverse got buffed in Zero. Aside from giving 5k to the called unit using her skill, she also gets 5k for each card you call from Soul each turn. This is actually really important because you can still make numbers with her without relying on your booster, because the unit behind your Vanguard is usually locked using her skill. Also, what I like about her skill is that she can call anything from your soul. She is not restricted to Silver Thorn's names only, so she works well with Alice. Next unit I want to talk about is Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Maricica or Maricica. So her skill is basically on hit, you CB1, call any Silver Thorn from your soul to a rearguard circle. The amazing thing about her is that she works when hitting rearguards. Usually, units that call cards from soul in Pale Moon needs to hit the Vanguard like Alice, Mirror Demons, etc, etc. She doesn't need to hit the Vanguard, meaning you can use her and her skill to take out 2 intercepts at once. Next unit I want to talk about is Miracle Pop Ava. So Miracle Pop Ava is the break ride for Pale Moon in Zero, and the amazing thing about her is that she enables you to hit 5 attacks in one turn. She can also possibly help to make your cross ride numbers without manually riding the old Lukia on top of the reverse Lukia. So those 3 are my favorite units of this set, and now I want to share some important notes that I want to share to you guys if you want to play this deck. Again, these are just my initial thoughts towards the set and the deck itself, and these thoughts can change over time. So first, Maricica and Anna doesn't go to soul after the skill. Usually, units like Alice and Mirror Demons go to soul when they want to call a card from soul, right? Maricica and Anna doesn't need to go to soul to call another Silver Thorn from soul. This is actually a lot different. Instead of them going to the soul once their skill procs, they return the unit called from soul in the end phase. This is a big deal because you can't call intercepts using these units and then hope that they retain on board. They will always return to soul from their skill, so that's one less unit that helps to defend. Another thing about this skill is that if you want to make 4 attacks in one turn, which is the usual aim in every turn in Pale Moon, you will possibly need to retire something, because these units cannot call Trapezists from soul. We still don't have the Trapezist of Silver Thorns, so we can't do anything about that. Next is, the soul in this deck is not as big as the previous PM decks, but it can hold enough throughout the game. So in the pure Silver Thorn deck, the only units that you can use to soul charge are Irina's and your Ionella. So if you don't open up with at least 1 Irina throughout the game, your soul will lack a lot of cards. You can possibly run out of units, like for example intercepts or some combo pieces that you need, so you gotta be careful with that. But again, as I see it being played by different fight yesterday, the soul holds up quite a lot just because of Ionella. Next is, Irina refunds the soul very well. So once you call Irina using your Maricica's or your Lukia skill, she still works when placed from anywhere. So you can check the top 2 cards and then fetch another Silver Thorn to the soul, which refunds the cost. Basically, along with Ionella, Irina is your main soul charger of the deck. Next, Ionella can do best going second. Ionella works whenever she boosts a Silver Thorn and it hits. It doesn't matter if it's a rearguard or Vanguard. So to maximize Ionella's skill, going second can be quite useful. Next is, the good luck targets for this deck are the booster behind the Vanguard and another booster behind a multi-attacker, like for example Maricica and Alice. Next is, without the break ride skill, Maricica can deal with 2 intercepts alone. So Maricica can deal with 2 intercepts, but it requires you to retire her. This is actually the most amazing thing about Maricica in this deck. Next is, Miracle Pop Ava can make 5 attacks overall, but it requires the boosters to help get over defensives. So if you want to make the most of the break ride skill, I suggest you just lock 1 unit behind the Vanguard and then use your hand cards to fill out the empty spots. Or just make 4 attacks overall by resetting 1 other column, because Miracle Pop Ava can scoop units from anywhere. Next is, Alice is a good unit to run in this deck because of the power gain from Lukia Reverse. So the problem with Alice until now is that she is only a 10k base. You usually want to boost her to get over 11k base units, but that boost is really valuable. Now with Lukia Reverse, you can call an Alice from Soul and then make her a 15k body to hit alone against your opponent. So those are my initial thoughts towards the set. Again, these are just my first thoughts towards it. If you guys have any more ideas you want to share, just drop those in the comments. If you guys are looking for initial deck lists you want to try, I highly suggest you check out Different Fights stream or just wait for his day 1 decks video. If you guys have any questions, I'll gladly answer those in the comments. Also, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time!